with me, and I still was going to talk about that Bianca chick. That Bianca chick is literally cruising for a bruising. When you are going out of your way to contact people, y'all, the Bianca chick was a fan. Now I thought my son was in his 20s, now he's 16, so I don't know. Daily C says, look after my son. Let me go on and get Daily C out of here because Daily C was doing all this other stuff. Bye, Daily C. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Hope you had a good time. Was it good, Daily C? Was it good for you as it was for me? It was awesome for me. Joy, I don't know how I do it either. This one, I want to bring this up because it's just explaining something that's a bit hypocritical. So I'm going to be really quick here. Right, donate $100. Donate a damn dollar. It's been $3.91 since it started. For other people who feel sorry, do that. Here we go. I've had a bunch of YouTubers say he don't own nothing. He don't own nothing. He don't own nothing. And I thought to myself, after I thought, what a wonderful world. My next question was, why is it that the people who hate me are worrying about if I own anything? You don't like me. You say I'm a scam artist. I'm a pedophile. Why would he don't own anything ever be a part of a discussion when you're talking about a pedophile? When you're talking about a scam artist? When you're talking about a self-hater? When you're talking about a bisexual, gay, hebephile, whatever it is that you claim I am, why would the thought of he owns nothing ever come up? I want y'all to just process that for a minute. And why is it that nobody can argue the points I make in the video? Why is it that the point I make in my videos, not what people are disputing? That woman did a video with her son. I disputed what she said and how she acted in that video. Her response, your name Thomas Jerome Harris, you don't take care of your kids, and I'm gonna sue you. That was the person's response. That was their response to what they put out in public. That was their response to what they see everyone else who saw what she did thought. But that was her response. The Paris chick, that was her response. Even Michi, when we had our first response, what was her first response? You got kids you don't take care of. Eh? Which was strange, and I'll address that probably later on the day when she was having a discussion with Paris and was upset that Paris brought up her son. Well, if you're upset that Paris brought up your son, why would the first thing you have said about me was internet rumor about my personal life? It's like people don't want you to do it to them, but they want to do it to you. Let me see if I can talk about that again. You had a YouTuber, and I listened to him today, and the YouTuber said they were calling him broke. And he said, as long as I have $1 in my pocket, I'm not broke. He also made a video, along with some other people, continuously saying, I own nothing. Thank you, Elizabeth, for that donation. Thank you, Brandon, for that donation. They say I don't own anything because I don't own a house, which is funny because if the individual stated because they have a dollar in their pocket, they're not broke. They said they would be broke if they didn't have a dollar in their pocket. I can agree with that. Chinook says, why the Trump hat? You donate or leave. Don't ask me anything. Don't ask me anything. Nope. The people who don't donate have no right to ask me shit, especially right now. Seriously. It's 3 a.m. Don't come asking me shit. I assume you're a troll. Because when I have my lines open, I tell people they can call in and talk about anything. You don't call. So don't ask me shit in the comment section. I'm dead ass. Why the Trump hat? Stupid question. Why this fucking sweater? Why this mic? Why this hotel? Why that picture? Anyway, the young man stated how as long as he has a dollar in his pocket, he's not broke. And I thought to myself, I could agree with that. But here's the problem. This man who's been stalking me saying he's going to take everything away from me, why would he care that I own nothing? Let that sink in a minute. Why would he care that I own nothing when he said his job is to take everything away from me anyway? Wouldn't that make his job easier? What does he want me to do, go own something? Then the fool said if he does buy a house, I'm going to put a lien on his house. This is a legal thing to do. First he said he's going to lean my cars up. Lean all this stuff. But I just want to say this. If he says that because he has a dollar in his pocket, that means he's not broke. When he makes a video and says I don't own anything, don't I own this mic? I own these phones. I own my guns. I own my music equipment. I own my gold, silver, and platinum. I own all my beds. I own all my drawers and dressers and tables, and I own all this stuff. Right. I own Miranda. Thank you. That's what I was about to get at. But I own more than them. I don't understand it. I played you guys the video of the dude talking about he got his wife a 2018 Corolla. Right. I own the belts. I own a whole lot of crap. But it's funny that people who claim you don't own anything are going out trying to make sure you don't own anything. But when the guy says, as long as I have a dollar, you can't say I'm broke. Well, as long as I own something, you can't say I don't own anything. So you're just going to boil that down to you don't own a house. Now, there's another guy. And now I want y'all to understand, both of these dudes who make these videos and Neptunes, you can tell them if I'm lying. Both of these main dudes who keep saying I own nothing, both of them, one of them wife work at not McDonald's, but Arby's, and has been working there for like 20 years. Instead of trying to get his wife from having to work at Arby's, allowing his wife to maybe go back to school to get a degree or something, he spent the last 3 to 4 years trying to make sure I don't have what it is I worked at, instead of trying to work at getting his wife from working a menial job. He doesn't own anything. He can say he owns a car, but if I have more money than his car, it doesn't make sense what he's talking about. If I could buy the exact no sweat. What is he talking about? He won't get his wife out of a menial job, but he will try to make sure he can get me out of my Cadillac cars and Cadillac trucks and being able to rent a mansion and rent a horse. The other guy is like 50 years old, lives in Chicago, lives with his girl that he claimed he'd been with for 23 years, even though he got like an 11-year-old kid. So I don't understand how that works. Talks about everybody else's girlfriend while refusing to show what his girlfriend looks like. I don't know how that works. But he did a video saying the same thing today. Time to go and jag off all that money y'all gave him. Ain't got nothing to show for it. Jag off all that money y'all gave him. Don't have nothing to show for it. Okay. This man had to sleep on a park bench. He had to sleep in a hostel. He only has a roof over his head when he's with somebody who's taking him in. Currently, right now, he lives in another woman. He lives in this woman's house. But I want to point out two things for both of them while they're making videos about me. Streamlabs doesn't work. Are you saying Streamlabs doesn't work? Really? Hey, they might have flagged me down. Yep. I might have been flagged down, y'all. Y'all see how this works? That's a damn shame. That's it. This is stupid. Uh, um, I don't know what to say. This is crazy. Jesus Christ, this is crazy. You just wake up every day to flag me. Wake up every day to flag me. Wake up every day to flag something of mine. Wake up every day. Jesus Christ. All right, let me get into this and get out of here. If you guys think about these dudes, Both of them claim they dealt drugs. I still don't understand how dealing drugs is considered okay in the black community. But cooning isn't? I don't understand how that works. I don't understand how it can be looked at as a normality. Both of them talk about selling drugs, and nobody stops a second and say, but y'all sold drugs. Y'all sold drugs, but y'all are saying this dude cooning, we need to stop that. We need to stalk that guy. Did you hear what he said? But you don't have that outrage to the point of where they brag saying, I sold dope. And the other one, yeah, I sold dope. I was moving big weight. Yeah, yeah. I used to make moves. Yeah, yeah. So let me talk to you for a minute, the Chicago guy. If you made all these big moves, you was this rapper, you were, didn't he say he was on TRL or some shit like that? He talk about how great he is at everything. He's been this, he's been that, he's got these kind of chicks back in the day, he got that. Well, my thing is, sir, if you're telling people I have nothing to show for my cooning, what the fuck what do you have left to show for your dope selling? What do you have to show for all these fine girls you say you've been with? Which is strange because you claim you've been with this woman for 23 years. The other one, he lives in the same neighborhood he's lived in his whole life. The same ghetto, the same rundown neck of the woods. Yes, cool, Killer Coon, you make disturbing videos about others, so why complain? Y'all see what that fool wrote? You make disturbing videos about others, so why complain? I'm sorry, what was the question I was asking here? I could have sworn I was asking, how is it that the people who sold dope can say it proudly, can say how much big weight they move proudly, but be offended by cooning? You can sell dope, you can kill and rob, but you can't coon. You can knock up black women, you can knock out black women, but you can't talk bad about them. Now they don't know how to change these channels like an adult. It's like that fool over in Europe. Every day he got to talk about it. This man did a whole video taking his shirt off, showing me his bare chest, and kept saying, "Look at my nipples. Look at my nipples." Look at my nipples. The other dude over in the UK who never shows his face. One day he vows he's gonna leave me alone. Next day, right back. This nigga took a video down from a year ago, put the video back up from a year ago. He took it down and put it back up. I don't bother that man. I don't know that man. He don't show him his face. Nobody gets in his business. Nobody tries to mess him up. Nobody. But you just keep on with me. You just will not stop. That Bianca chick. Bianca's now, she went to telling people I'm a pedophile. But you were a fan. Now she's going around telling everybody who I was made. She's contacting people who I've made videos about and telling them to flag me and trying to show them how to flag me. This is a girl who made a video saying how wrong this was, how wrong this behavior is. That if you don't like somebody, you just move on. These were her words in her video that she made. Now this woman who lives in her mama's house is trying to literally go around and get my stuff flagged down. This is a woman who lives in her mother's house. Which videos, Nat? You have to tell me via email. The dude in Indianapolis claims he was a big-time drug dealer. He moved a bunch of weight. That he had $100,000 in his pocket when he was living in the car. This is the lie he tells. That when his wife found him in his car, he had $100,000. Where's the money? Somebody get rid of Chinook. I don't know why Chinook keep saying stuff to me. I don't have time for y'all. Mods, anybody saying anything other than listen to me, please just flag them. If they're talking about I need to talk to them, they want to do something else to me, anything, just flag them. They have fun. Have fun with them. So he had $100,000 but was living in his car. He claimed he was moving big weight, but now his job is to stop me from doing big scams online. But with $100,000, 20 years later, what did he turn that $100,000 he had when he moved in with this girl? 23 years later. He said he moved in at 18, he's 41 now. All the people who are from his side, every one of you who are saying, hey, Tommy, you don't have anything to show for these scams we say you've been doing. Well, you don't have anything to show for them scams, bro. You have nothing to show for these scams, little Nick. That is very true. I don't. But what do you have to show for all that dope selling you did? You brag every day about the skills you have. What do you own? You literally don't own anything. And you the one that brag on everything that you've done over the years. So how can one be a braggart and a broker? How can one sit around talking about what somebody else doesn't own and what they didn't do with their money? What did you do with yours? Whatever happened to those days? That's what we talked about. What we did. Our outlook on life. Our thoughts about life. Now, it's not about what we think anymore. It's just about somebody else. We don't have an opinion anymore. Our opinion is just anti yours. Don't have to explain it or anything. Nope. In my opinion, it's just anti yours. And I want you guys to just think of how horrible it must have gotten for these grown men to be able to do this and they're in their 50s. For the justification of this. I don't see how any people, especially people who've never met, don't have the ability to leave each other alone. I'm sorry, that doesn't make sense to me. The one thing I'd assume anybody would be able to do is leave the other one alone. It seems like it shouldn't be a hard thing to do. Leave the other guy alone. Why do you need me to leave the other guy alone? because we're grown. Because there's no need. Because it doesn't make sense. Because it's stupid. Because it's crazy. I think one of the sad parts about this whole Streamlabs thing is I think this is I don't know how many times I've had this taken down. Let me see if this works. I think this other one works. Yep. I'll use this one. That's why I like using stuff like this though because at least you get your money right when it comes. If they flag the channel down, you wouldn't get it. No, no, no. With the Streamlabs, you get your money. Streamlabs, you get your money. So if they flag it down, you've already gotten your money though. It's not like you don't have your money. So there's a new link in the description box if you guys want to look in there. Let me see if that works. Click that new link in the description box and tell me if that works.